who are not into formal education but mostly in Quranic memorization centers.
So we decided to bring on board this conditional cash transfer scheme, wherein we give the Dara owner an amount of money per child, and this is going to defray what that imam or what that Dara owner was getting from the kids going to beg or going in the evening to get firewood to light the fire at night to learn. So in that regard, what we've done is to provide the Daras with solar lamps so that they don't go to fetch firewood and they don't also go to beg. And in return, those periods that the kids were using to do that, a facilitator is posted to the Dara to give them literacy, numeracy, and life skills that they can use as a way of attracting them into the
donkey cart project as a means of transportation has also been introduced in the provincial disadvantaged small communities that are regarded as not being cost effective to put up schools due to numbers. The means of transportation was seen as an alternative of effectively transporting the few disadvantaged children to the nearest schools of between 3 to 4 kilometers.
What we've done is to provide this purpose-built transportation using the donkey cart that will ferry the kids from those communities to the nearest school and back. And this is a collaboration that we have been engaged in with the communities themselves. It started this year and it's up and running, and we hope to roll it out. And the communities take care of the donkey and the cart. We do not pay any salary to the donkey rider, so the communities take care of all of that. All we've done is to provide them with the cart and the donkey and everything that is needed to make the donkey cart operational.
The launch of the New Jersey Teaching and Learning Center program as a way of transforming the traditional method of teaching mathematics and science also came as a major achievement for the ministry. Already the pilot project has begun in 12 schools with funding support from the World Bank, anchored on high hopes of encouraging young people to opt for the sciences.
Recently we had launched the New Jersey Teaching and Learning Center program, which is going to help us really transform the way we teach maths and science, in particular physics. And we've started the pilot in 12 schools. We got some funding from the World Bank, and we are conducting this program in collaboration with the New Jersey Center for Teaching and Learning. We've already had 2 training programs for the teachers, and we are providing the 12 schools with smart boards, and that is really going to transform the way maths and science is taught.
The e-learning program is another creditable strategy of the ministry aimed at improving teacher content knowledge for overall improvement of service delivery.
For 2013, the resolution is that we are going to work extra hard, because we do realize that 2015 is only like 2 years away. You talk about Vision 2020, it sounds far away, it's not. It's only about 7 years away. And it means that we have to consolidate on all the gains that have already been registered, but also more importantly, look at those issues that need to be addressed, and we focus on them to make sure that they are addressed so that we get to the end on time.
Overall, it has been a seemingly good year for officials of the Basic and Secondary Education Ministry in terms of putting in place what it takes to achieve the education for all and Millennium Development Goals and the government's Vision 2020 blueprints. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
We apologize for bringing you the wrong story, and back to the right story. As the year draws to a close, the fisheries sector in the Gambia is hoping that the new year will usher in the country's first fishing port, which is being constructed along the Bond Road in Banjul. The port, when completed, will enable artisanal fishermen, middlemen, and consumers unfettered access to fish. As we hear in this report by Ibrahim Balde, fish dealers in the country are looking forward to the optimal use of the fish port to diversify their products overseas.
The fisheries sector in the Gambia is likely going to witness a major facelift in 2013 when work on the construction of a fish port around Bond Road in Banjul is complete. Thanks to the invaluable development strides embarked upon by the Gambia administration, institutions like the Atlantic Seafood Company, established in 2007, has been making gains in the industry. There is no shortage of ice here. This is what the company needs to run the business effectively and efficiently. Nene Jallo works as a manager in this company. He told Grts that business has been good, pointing out that over the years the sector has been going through several challenges. A brief tour of the factory apparently gave us an idea about the various components that help in making sure the fish are stored under a favorable climate.
This is central storage. We are made to understand that it's minus 20 degrees Celsius. So you can imagine how cold and freezing it is when you come inside here. But this is the final processing point where destination, Spain or other parts of Europe.
On this day, not many hands are around to do the job. In the meantime, this man is trying to arrange the boxes being transported to the market. To illustrate a point, Jallo tore some of the boxes where giant tiger shrimps are packaged to enable us understand the basic procedure that must be applied before the fish are exported.
I can say 98% of our product is going to Europe. So 1% to South Africa and 1% to Asia.
After the completion of the fish port at Bond Road, Jallo expressed optimism it would attract more foreign investors, adding that as a Senegalese national, he was tempted to work in the country because of the various fish species in the country.
What I wish is, I know it's already in place. They make a fishing port in Gambia. The fishing port will be ready, normally this year. And if it's in place, maybe we will have more fish to process.
There is no doubt the government is encouraging people to make optimal use of the country's natural resources with the construction of more facilities. For the private sector and other investors, it is like the more, the merrier. Ibrahim Balde, Grts.
Officials of the Department of Water Resources and partners are moving to build effective forces to combat climate change with the institution of an early warning system program. The move is designed to enhance local capacities against the perils of changing climate conditions, floods and natural calamities. Ibrahim Ajata has the rest of that story.
Welcome to Banjul, a picturesque island at the brim of the Atlantic. The settlement is lushly green with vegetation steadily growing thin as the capital develops. On the other hand, increased erosion coupled with a rise in sea level slowly eating away the beach and terrain is still a stark reality in the city, which has been illustrated as the setting probably facing the greatest risk of floods and changing weather conditions in the Gambia. This is precisely why city officials are greatly concerned about sustainability amid the growing threat of climate change. The first remedy is apparently the planting of more trees, reducing the severity of attrition to strengthen the southern topography. But that is all part of a wider scheme being prepared by the Department of Water Resources and National Climate Committee, who are currently driving an early warning system project moving to raise significant local awareness and communal action on climate change.
Climate, as you may know, is the most precious resource that humankind is blessed with. Like any resource, however, too much or too little, those are the two extremes of the resource can be problematic. Statistics over the last decade show that over 80% of all natural disasters are climate related. Sadly, losses from all natural disasters, including those of hydrometeorological origin, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, continue to rise by more than tenfold from 1950s to date.
This group of participants under training include a vast list of women mobilizers, youth leaders and a range of community representatives and councillors expected to transmit every knowledge garnered here for onward diffusion as officials seek to reverse local attitudes towards the environment in their quest to mainstream climate change in every sector.
This initiative is part of the first NAPA project, which is strengthening the Gambia's early warning system. And the capacity building initiative is to raise the awareness of the citizens of Banjul on the impacts of climate change on Banjul as a city, so that they can take measures that would ameliorate the